Welcome back to Channel 5 News at noon. It is a pretty warm day across the valley. We're expecting above average heat this afternoon. Let's take a look at where we're at right now. Right at 84 degrees in Brownsville and Port Isabel, 87 in McAllen, and 86 degrees in Harlingen. Dew point values in the upper 60s. So that means it feels muggy out there. And when you factor in the mugginess out there, it doesn't make it feel like the triple digits or anything like over the summer and for much of September, but when you look at it, it does make it feel a little bit warmer out there in the upper 80s and even the mid 90s in Rio Grande City this afternoon. But as the day goes on, it's only going to make it feel a little bit warmer by about 3 or 5 degrees because we have a decent amount of cloud cover out there and the humidity really isn't all that high, and that's the reason for that. We have winds out of the east and a few areas out of the southeast, but when we go up into that very humid category is when we actually pull our winds out of the southeast. That's when you get the majority of the moisture flowing into the valley. We still have a decent amount of it out there. That's why it still feels a little sticky. That's also why we have a few extra clouds in the sky. We have that a little bit of upper level moisture, but not a whole lot. And we also have a few showers, just not a whole lot of activity though. And you see a lot of the shower activity now south in Mexico, just south of Brownsville. But earlier this morning, we had some showers move through southern Cameron County. All that's pretty much cleared out. But we can't rule out an isolated shower or two this afternoon. So let's look at future track. We put the high resolution model in motion and we head into the afternoon, and it does show a little bit of green in Hidalgo County this afternoon. So don't be surprised if you see maybe a light rain shower or two. It fizzles out by the time you go home. So I'm really not expecting a whole lot out there today with much of the valley on the dry side. Tonight, really quiet. And then tomorrow we wake up with a few clouds overhead, not many, but they'll build up throughout the day. And then here comes the rain chances, but it's later in the afternoon. Notice that the clock is going into 7 o'clock, so it starts around 3 offshore and it kind of moves closer by about 6 or 7, and it could be along the coastline at that point in time, but it's only mainly along the coast. So if you have a football game at that hour along the coast, you may see a shower. Otherwise, we're expecting mainly dry conditions with temperatures that kick off right around 82 degrees for Thursday night football. So really nothing to really slow any games down. There's not much moisture here on the water vapor imagery. If we had moisture, it'd be this blue here that you see flying away from Texas. But all the brown indicates we have a good amount of dry air in place, and high pressure is the reason for that. That's why we don't really have much activity across the Lone Star State. Zooming out though, looking to our north, look at all of that headed over the Midwest. They do have a front moving through the area, bringing potential for some strong thunderstorms, possibly over Oklahoma this afternoon, but the majority of it is just general thunderstorms. And you can kind of see the temperature difference when you zoom out and kind of look across the nation. Green Bay this afternoon at 42 degrees. It's 45 in Chicago, where they're getting a lot of that rain this afternoon. And then you get farther south, Memphis is at 78, and back in the Lone Star State, and we're warming up through the 80s as we speak. And we're headed up to the upper 80s, low 90s today. So that's where we'll be today, tomorrow, and Friday with a stray shower through the forecast. I've updated the weekend outlook. Take a look at this. 90 today, or 90 on Saturday, mainly dry. By Sunday, there is a few showers possible out there, so we can't rule that out. But it looks like the majority of it will be into early part of next week, and we're still in the upper 80s and low 90s with around a 20 to 30% chance for isolated showers and thunderstorms in the afternoon. And that's your updated First Word in 5 forecast. Dina, back to you.